Matthew 9, Jesus gets done healing a man who could not walk, and as he's leaving, he sees a tax collector sitting down. This is Matthew. So Jesus says, "Follow me." Matthew gets up and he follows Jesus. And later on, Jesus and his disciples, they went to Matthew's house for dinner. And there was many publicans and many sinners there who sat down at the table with Jesus and his disciples while they were eating. And this is where stuff gets a little bit more interesting. These Pharisees, they see Jesus sitting at the table with all these people. And they go up to the disciples and they ask them, "Why eateth your master with publicans and sinners?" So basically, hey, you know who these people are, right? Why is Jesus sitting down with them? But when Jesus heard that, he said unto them, "They that be whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. But go ye and learn what that meaneth. I will have mercy and not sacrifice." First off, notice what Jesus did. How important was it that Jesus went out of his way to interrupt that conversation and say this to those Pharisees? Now, I understand, these guys didn't think highly of him, obviously, but it's funny that they said that and acted this way in the presence of Jesus. Like he wasn't going to hear them, right? The same Jesus who had started making a lot of noise in the community by fulfilling prophecy and performing miracles. You know, we like to do all the things that Christians do because that's what we are, right? We like to come to church. We like to lift our hands up and pray and worship. We like to open up our Bibles and study. But truthfully, so often, we say or think little things that might be the complete opposite of mercy in everyday life, as if God wasn't present in that same room, right? But even just that's beside the point. Let's keep going. What does Jesus say to these Pharisees next? "For I am not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance." So, who are these righteous people that Jesus didn't come to call to repentance? Because I thought he came for everybody. Are these people excluded? Because much like the people that Jesus was talking to, even Paul at one point was a Pharisee and he wasn't excluded. So again, who are these righteous people that Jesus didn't come to call to repentance? Because if that's the case, who wants to be righteous like that? Like, I want to be whoever I gotta be to fall under the category of people that Jesus came to call. So let's just say this again. "For I am not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance." Jesus isn't contradicting himself by making this statement. This is God we are talking about, the epitome of intelligence. He's telling these Pharisees, hey, listen, I came here for a reason. I'm telling you why. What he's doing is provoking a question of identity. Who do you think you are? This is where we might get stuck sometimes, thinking our identity is in whether or not we are a good person or a bad person. Are we doing all the things a Christian should do? Are we a Pharisee in the story or a sinner sitting at the table with Jesus? We need to remember, the reality is this story, this book, this life, everything isn't about us. We need to know our place. Our identity is not in what we call ourselves. It is not in anything we do. It is not in how much we love God. It is only in what Jesus did for us on the cross and called for us to do after the resurrection. You are a child of God who is called to repentance and commissioned to disciple and baptize all nations. This is who we are.